There is honestly nothing more attractive than when a guy takes initiative. How to get a guy obsessed with you. One thing you will never catch me doing is dating an insecure man. How to tell if a guy is a slut. I don't know what it is, but something about me specifically, the younger guys tend to migrate to me. And then they go rogue. They go ghost. They go off the grid. What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort?
Feminism and the Me Too movement.
I just saw a video of a girl getting flowers for her first date, and I'm going in my mind, oh, that's so sweet, that's so thoughtful.
You just showed that you're a simp, ma'am. What did that woman do to deserve flowers? Nothing. So why would you buy a woman flowers just because she exists? That's why women nowadays are so entitled. Because they think they deserve the world just because they exist or just because they look a certain way.
Guys don't truly understand how important it is to show that you care. Nowadays, people view caring as simping. If you have really unattractive people come up and approach you to talk to you and ask you out, you may be thinking about yourself, damn, is that what I attract? Like,
Yes, ma'am, that's your level.
am I on their level? I don't think guys realize how low the bar is. Girls will be talking to a guy and it's like, oh, he's taking interest in my life. Oh, he's asking me questions. The bare minimum. This is to all the single peeps out there. Where is a socially acceptable place to meet someone? I'm genuinely asking because I have no clue how people even meet anymore. I was talking to this guy that I had never met before in my entire life, and we were just talking over social media. Then he asked for my number. And I didn't respond till the next day, I think, just because I literally was studying for a food safe thing and I was stressed for time.
That's not true, guys. She didn't care. Believe me, when a woman cares, she will text you no matter where she is, no matter what she does. She won't go 24 hours or till the next day without sending you a message. Why did she do that? Because she didn't care. Just think about it, even if she had to study, if she really cared about the guy, she would have sent him a message, hey, listen, I have to study, I'll talk when I can. After she finished studying, before she went to bed. Don't tell me she didn't check her phone. She did. All women check their phone. She just didn't care. For me, if a woman did that from the start, block, I wouldn't care.
Because that same day that he had asked for my number, I didn't send it to him right away. He just sent double messaged me and he sent me a rolling eye emoji.
The wall, no man on earth can make you fall.
Public speaking is my worst fear. I fucking wish I can't shut the fuck up.
I believe you, ma'am. Honestly, I believe you.
I hate when men have opinions. Like, I swear, we don't give a fuck.
Men, I have a question. How do you feel about a woman approaching you first? Like, she's interested in you and she wants to get your number and everything. How do you feel about that?
This is one of the best things that I've ever heard in my entire life. Stop asking the clown why it's acting like a clown. Ask yourself why you keep going to the circus.
Okay, so by that logic, we shouldn't talk to women anymore because they're the clowns that wear makeup. Okay.
Just because you married your college sweetheart and you guys still happen to be together doesn't make you a dating expert and doesn't mean you can give your single 30-year-old friends really condescending dating advice like it happens when you stop looking for it.
Oh, everyone's on their own timeline. Don't worry, you're going to find someone. You're going to find them when you're not looking. Shut the fuck up. Shut the literal fuck up. I can't deal with it anymore. I cannot deal with it when the only male validation I have gotten in the last 2 years is the goddamn crackhead at the Walden Galleria telling me I have the best rack in Western New York. I can't do it anymore. I am crashing the fuck out.
If I was a man, every woman would want me because I would just love and cherish them and tell them how beautiful and precious they were.
Ma'am, then why do you have guys in your friend zone? Those are the exact guys that would cherish you, that would do anything for you, yet you friend zone them. Every woman has guy friends in her friend zone. If it were that simple as you say, women wouldn't put guys in their friend zone. See, this is why I tell you never take advice from women. What they say they want and what they actually want and what they're actually attracted to are two different things.
This is the most underrated red flag in early dating. I don't see enough people talking about this one. When a man says, if you want to, in response to like literally everything. Do you want to go to dinner next week? Yeah, if you want to. What do you think about taking a trip next weekend?
Yeah, that's true. Women prefer guys that are decisive. You should know where you want to eat. You should plan it. They don't like undecisive men. They don't. I've seen that.
If you want to. Do you want to go walk and get a coffee? If you want to. And you might think, well, they're just being agreeable. But the if you want to shows such a lack of intent and enthusiasm, and it's so passive.
You know what I love about being single? I'll tell you. I come home from work and there's no one there. And I don't have to say a damn word. I can shut the hell up and get in my bed.
Okay, man, but you still made a TikTok saying words, talking about men. So everything you're saying is invalid. You still think about men while you're making this video.
I think feminists have ruined dating. Hear me out.
Yes.
So I think that guys have decided to not be as gentlemanly or chivalrous because a lot of feminists have pulled the I can do anything, I can do whatever a man can, but the point is we can't. Like, of course I agree with equal pay and stuff like that, but a lot of women are pushing this crap down men's throats, and I think it's really ruining.
Men and women are not the same. Men and women are not equal. They will never be.
A lot of men and the way they feel about women. Tell me your thoughts in the comments.
You don't know what you don't know, right? So like, let's say you're growing up in the hood, right? And all you've dealt with is like, you know, ratchet women that are kind of rough around the edges. And like, you know, you've been indoctrinated to think like you should be accepting this. Like, this is great. Cool. You'll deal with it for a bit, but then you get some money and status and then you.
That's not an excuse. I hear so many people saying, well, it's because I grew up here. It's because I grew up around these kinds of people. It's not an excuse. You can do better no matter the circumstances. Will it be harder? Yes.
You date an Asian girl. She ain't talking back to you. She rubs your feet without you asking. She's making you food. You know what I mean? She's bringing you around her Chinese friends and stuff like that. You're walking into the, you know, to the grocery store. Niggas aren't telling you hurry up and buy no more. You're like, damn, this feels kind of nice. So what ends up happening, right? Like, okay, this is nice. Like, I've never experienced this before. And when you get this different treatment, you're like, damn, I can't go back to LaQuisha now. I'm not trying to argue with her. I like Ling Ling. Ling Ling loves me a long time and she don't argue with me.
Always ask a man on a first date who his favorite movie director is.
Oh, and by the way, guys, there are so many people in the comments asking me, why do I skip videos? Why do I put them in my videos in the first place if I skip them? I don't watch the videos that I put in my videos. I react to them live with you. I just see the first maybe 3-4 seconds of the video. See the subject, or I see on TikTok what she says in the caption. Or the title of the video, and that's it. I'm reacting with you. I don't have any scripts. Everything you see is live. Yes, I cut my videos up a lot because I fumble my words, because English is not my first language, but I react live to the videos.
In my estimation, this is probably the best arrangement for a long-term relationship, provided it's the woman who stopped short and it's the man who went long. The woman won't have a basis of comparison. She won't have had a number of previous relationships that may impede her ability to experience complete joy and contentment with her current partner. And this is very important to the long-term stability of any relationship.
Yeah, she won't have trauma, she won't be bitter, she won't be angry, she won't hate men just because two of her exes cheated, she won't be insecure.
As women are much more likely than men to stay or leave a relationship for emotional reasons. On the other hand, the man may have gotten the exploration largely out of his system. As a result, he's much more likely to value what he has with his current partner, who almost by definition would represent a very high goodness of fit. And he's much less likely to blow up the arrangement in some kind of midlife crisis of erupting desire.
Lately, I have felt that if I have sex, even though it's not top of mind for me lately, I've been like specifically repulsed at the idea of doing it. And not in the sense that it's not physically appealing to me, or that there's not a cute guy that I've got my eye on, or a cute person I've got my eye on. Despite that, I can't think of anything worse than sleeping with them. And I've never been in this position before, and I don't understand it. And I keep trying to put a theory to it, like...
This is what I was talking in the previous video. They have so many problems just because of previous relationships. She said it herself. In the past, she didn't have problems like this. But now, her new boyfriend or her future boyfriend now has to deal with all this shit. Why? Why? It's stupid. It's not logical.
It's not just that I don't want to have sex with the person I have a crush on. It's that I don't want anyone to touch me, and not in the way that the physical act repulses me, but something deep in my soul says no. And I've never felt that way before.
Men don't want to date women who are
yeah. But
True.
Just because you have an offense doesn't mean you're a
men don't want to date sex workers.
Okay, that's
generally speaking. Most men, if you were to ask most men,
so
they don't. What's that?
What is so wrong with sex?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Sex is wonderful. Sex is wonderful.
It has to be under these guidelines, under this part.
You're the one who says you can't hold a guy down for longer than 2 weeks because you get bored.
God.
You even admitted yourself. You said earlier on the show you're very...
Yes. But what you don't understand, Brian, is that women can say and have every preference in the world. They can have a list this long. Nobody says anything. It's her preference. But if men says we don't want to date sex workers, 304s, oh my God, you're misogynist. You hate women. You're insecure.
Get unready with me as we talk ins and outs for 2025. In 2025, we are no longer hiding who we are. Vulnerability.
How are you not hiding who you are, ma'am, if you wear 10 tons of makeup each time you get out of the house? How are you not hiding?
Men be like, but I'm different. No, baby. No, you're not. You're just another level of disappointment. That's what you are.
Okay, if you say that about men, I can say the same about women. You all think you're special. You all think you're going to change Chad. Chad is going to drop every woman in his life for you. He will change. He won't cheat anymore just because you think you're special. You think your box is made out of gold. But it's not. You're not special. No, you're not.
Dick. And disappointment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The dating scene in 2025 is just a complete fucking shit show. It really is. Just a complete fucking shit show. I'm telling you. If you don't...
She's talking about being disappointed with men and how bad the dating scene is while she's eating nuts on camera.
don't have to send them home to their mama. You better be checking to see if they're a felon. Trust me.
And don't you think that is a problem with you, ma'am? Why are you attracted to those kinds of men that are felons, as you say? Why? Why aren't you attracted to the good, nice, shy, quiet ones? Oh, because you have low IQ. Okay, we get it, ma'am. Now everything is so much simpler.
Or you got the ones that, you know, are...
Okay, she's not eating nuts. I don't know. So those are some dehydrated fruits, I think, something like that.
Are into the communal dick thing. So, you know, it's just a shit show. I value my peace more over anything.
Let me translate, guys. Let me translate. Chad doesn't want to commit to me. All the felons that I go after just cheat on me. And now I'm disappointed in dating and it's not worth it anymore. Okay, ma'am, we're just going to skip this video because it's clear you have a very low IQ.
Yesterday, my stepdaughter graduated and I wasn't invited.
Another simp that dated a single mother. Keep doing that, my guys. Keep doing it and then complain. Why is she doing that? Why is she doing this? Why is she cheating? Why did she leave? Because you're stupid. From the start, you shouldn't have dated a single mother. Stop being simps.
I've been in her life since she was 4 months old. Married her mother when she turned 2. The daughter, that is, obviously. I've been there, consistent, showing up, providing, loving her like my own.
You were the simp, the piggy bank that she settled for. You were just the provider. You weren't the one, my guy.
But come graduation day, I wasn't given a seat. Like, word. Alright, cool. They told me there were only 8 tickets. Let me tell you who made the list.
I was going to say, 8 is a lot.
My wife, her 2 sisters, her biological dad, her uncle, her grandma, her aunt, and her aunt's boyfriend. 8 tickets, and I wasn't.
What do I keep telling you? You will never be a priority to a single mother. You come after the dog. The dog is more important than you in a single mother's life. You're just the provider, just the piggy bank.
One of them. Bet. I've been sitting with the pain all day. I took time off work, 3 days gone. I drive trucks. That's money and time that I won't get back. And still, I got left out. So today, I made some decisions. I removed her from my car and health insurance. Took her off everything I've been covering. Told her mother, since she's grown and graduated, she can go stay with her father.
So you disagree, men do actually have more options than women, especially when we're getting older. You're talking about the exception. And when I talk about a generalization, when I'm talking about the majority, the average, no, you're wrong. All right. Because here's the thing. Even your average woman, if you go look at her DMs versus the average man's DMs, it ain't even close.
True.
When it comes to options, right? Then
The wall isn't about women can't finding a man. They will always have more options than a man, no matter their age. The wall is about them not finding the man that they want. They get to a certain age where Chad doesn't pay attention to them anymore. Chad doesn't want to be in a relationship with them anymore. So they have to settle. Or they just remain single because the men they want don't want them anymore. That's what hitting the wall means. It doesn't mean that they can find any man. They will always find men. They will always have more options than us. Because the world is full of simps, full of them.
you always want to bring up this whole older man thing. Let me tell you something. Most women don't want your 40-plus-year-old, average 40-plus-year-old who makes $60K, fat, balding, got ED problems and whatnot. Most women don't want that. Okay?
True.
And that's most men in their 40s. That's like your average guy in his 40s. So when y'all talk about older men got all these options, those are the exceptions. The good-looking men that got their shit together with money.
Quit getting upset when people don't choose you. I know that this is kind of a hard concept to grasp because it affects your ego. But listen, if people think that they can go find better out there, let them, right? Respectfully, but let them.
Why would you want to be in a relationship with a woman that doesn't think you're the best she can do? I'll tell you why, my guy. Because at some point she will leave. Because she has in her head that she can do better. And no matter how good you are, how good you treat her, at some point she will leave. So why are you getting upset when women turn you down? You know how many times I've been ghosted? Over 100 times. I swear, over 100 times. I've been ghosted. I've been blocked. I don't care. Why would I care about a woman that turns me down? It's clear she doesn't like me, so why would I care? You want her to be nice to you just out of pity? To be with you just out of pity? Just think, how long will that last? Until a better looking guy texts her. That's it. Because she already knows she can do better than you. This is why I give you advice, guys. You should always be with a woman that is a level below you. Or at least she thinks she's below you. You want a woman that she brags with you, about you, to her friends. You want a woman that thinks you're the best. Because when you have your first argument or when she doesn't like something about you, she won't leave. If she already thinks she can do better, at the first sign that she doesn't like something, at the first argument, she will leave you because she doesn't care, because she knows she can do better. Even if that's not true, even if she's delusional, it doesn't matter. She will still leave you. She won't try to fix things. She won't try to work it out. She will leave.
I started developing this characteristic about myself, right? And it's one of the best things that I've ever done. I go to the gym every day. I work really hard. I have just built my life into something that I'm very proud of and that I'm very confident in. To the point where I know that I have a lot to offer. So I've become very confident in my ability to be alone, which now makes it so that I don't settle. It makes me feel better. And I can confidently say that I am proud of who the fuck I am. And so, honestly, if anyone wants to leave, I'm gonna let them. Who am I to say that I am the exact right person for everybody? Because I might not be. And so while developing this type of characteristic, I have learned that this is a fucking weapon. With me being so chill with them leaving, and I don't freak the fuck out, I don't get offended, I don't let my ego interfere with the interaction that I'm having with this.
Yes, but what I'm saying is you can prevent that from the start. Not 100%, you can never be sure 100% of anything, but you can mitigate the chances of her leaving from the start.
Person. I am now not the crazy bitch that's gonna fucking go after you and freak the fuck out because you don't want to be with me. Because that's exactly who they expect me to be. And because I let them go with ease, they start to see that even when being placed in stressful situations, it gives me every reason to be that person, I still choose not to. And that is an attractive quality within anybody.
One thing about me, one thing I'm always going to do in a relationship is perpetuate double standards. And I want to make it exponentially clear so nobody misunderstands me. I only perpetuate double standards that benefit me. Sorry. Like, for example, if I ask a man that I'm seeing who his celebrity crush is and he dares to name anybody that, I want to say doesn't resemble me, but that's not going far enough, isn't like eerily similar to me. I'm talking Rory Gilmore, Hannah G from The Bachelor.
See, guys, how entitled she is? Why do you think she's so entitled? Why do you think she has those standards? It's because of simps. It's because she dated simps with no boundaries. It's because she dated desperate men that gave her everything and she didn't care about them. The first thing she didn't like about you, she's gone.
Chick from Aquamarine, Michaela from Manifest, Starlight from The Boys. These are all of my TikTok comments, by the way. But if it isn't one of those women, if he dares to name anybody other than those women, are you out of your fucking mind? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna look me in my face and name a brunette? Who raised you, you sick fuck? However, in that same breath, if a man asks me that same question in return, I'm talking any man, like a 5'11", brown-haired, well, I've been known not to discriminate. So, 5'10", 5'9", 5'8". A man, nonetheless, if a man asks me the same question, I'll look him straight in the eyes and page Beckers. It's page Beckers. God forbid they have anything to say about it, too. Oh my god, it's a hypothetical.
Yeah, we're just going to skip this video. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you on the next one.